first three phases of the MCU because, and you had Maria Hill, and you had Agent Coulson, even though he passed away, and the Shield element.
Oh, they killed her.
Yeah, they killed her
Yeah,
off.
that was in the Secret Invasion.
That was the secret. Yeah, well, might as well have been off screen.
Yeah.
But the fact is, how do you lose that element? How do you lose Shield? I mean, is Shield no longer around?
It's Sword now because of.
Oh, of course, but it's like you saw him in Nick Fury. You think the best use of him was in the Marvels? You basically kind of made him a goof.
Black Girl Magic.
Look, there's no overarching Marvel story.
Black Girl Magic. This is just so stupid. Oh my god, I can't believe he even said that.
All of Marvel zombies, and he's gonna have to be dead. Not gonna be sure of it. You can't get off of it. But the two things about this is the first time. I'm going to man. So powerful. And I'll just say, the politician.
All right. Hey everyone, sorry about last night's stream. It was messed up. I thought I was live, but it was a short one anyway. I was tired and exhausted. This is probably going to be another short one too. There's not a lot to do in Soul Level and Arise right now. The reset day is tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, let's see what we can go ahead and get done. Let's see what we can go ahead and get done. I'm gonna listen to Gothics here for a minute because it seems like Pam Bondi pissed off a lot of MAGA conservatives and libertarians and whatnot because she used the two words hate speech. And in a bubble, I would agree with them, but we're not living in a bubble. Finally, there he is. There's Il Sung Hwan. It finally appeared in my lobby. So he finally showed up.
We meet again.
나랑 놀고.
All right, we're gonna claim that.
Do you see more of these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuts on people? So we showed some.
All right, we don't need to do that right now.
Target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything, and that's across the board. If you are question, always ask the about these things. Who gets to define hate? And this is yet again the same question that you got. Who gets to define hate? Your definition.
Oh, let's see. All right. All right, well, let's see here. You know, I can't be bothered with that kind of argument, which is, well, Well, what happens when such and such get in office? We have gone so far beyond that. We have gone so far beyond who gets to define what. We are now at a point where people are openly celebrating murder and think that it's a good form of action to take on your enemies.
Hate speech does not exist legally anymore. There's ugly speech, there's good speech, there's evil speech, and all of it is protected by the America. Again, I understand mentioning about pride, making it justified.
You know, like I said, you guys gotta go ahead and understand something. There has never been any type of this idealism that people have about America. Never existed. It's never existed. And you have to deal with the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. Not being exploited.
And you know, I am a believer.
You got the stream should be up. So let's see. Yeah, it is up. So there we go. Everything looks all good. Everything looks all good.
Now, let's talk about tonight. Because I've had this question come up about
Hey, J bro, how you doing, man? How you doing? We got 7 more days where we can finally go back to the in-game music. Let's see, we got just a little bit more time on that. You know, there's a lot of moving stuff going on right now with after everything that's gone on. You know. Yeah. Well, I haven't followed it. I haven't followed that hanging story. The last time we did have one of these types of stories, the guy actually did hang himself. And so far, some reports, or rather people who have read reports, have said it's a hanging, or rather he hanged himself. I don't know. I don't know, or anything. There's, unless someone comes out with evidence that he got hanged by somebody else, We got to go with the most likely answer, which is the guy killed himself. You know, you can hang yourself and it not be strange. The only reason why people are treating it strange is because it's a black dude in Mississippi. And we all know Mississippi hate black people. They always lynching black people in Mississippi. But there was also a white guy that was lynched, or not lynched. There was a white guy that was hanged too. We don't know if he hanged himself or if there might be someone out there hanging people. Who knows? So yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. You know, a lot of people on the right are now kind of upset that Pam Bondi said she wants to go after hate speech, and I'm of the mindset I said, well, we are at a point where today, when Luigi Mangione had the terrorism charge dropped, which also carried first-degree murder with it, had a whole bunch of leftists standing in front of the courthouse cheering that on. It is obvious that we are at a point where whatever was the original intent of the founding fathers has gone completely by the wayside. The culture has completely become rotten. And I'm of the mindset that freedom is only for those who is disciplined. There's some people that are going to say freedom is dangerous. No, you don't want freedom to be dangerous. You don't want to be looking over your shoulder 24/7 wondering if you're going to be the next target for some nutcase nut job that might be wanting to harm you. There used to be a level of decency and decorum in this country, and it is obvious that is completely gone. It's no longer present. And I'm of the mindset that we have to get back to that point any way we can. And if it has to be through the sheer amount of force, because if we keep letting these people just go down this path of thinking violence and murder and mayhem is a legitimate way to deal with political opponents, that's not going to end well for this country.
Well,
that's part of the problem, by the way, is that a lot of black people are very dishonest. A lot of black people are just gone. So I don't trust the words most black people say. I gotta wait for evidence before I listen to anything they say.
Trust my powers.
I'm not gonna just take anything they say at face value, because they lie, and it's shameful to have to say that, but it's the truth. Let me turn that down just a little bit. I know some people like to think that what's going against these leftists that are just getting fired left and right is some type of cancel culture. No, it's not cancel culture. It's not even consequence culture, like I said in my video. It's accountability culture. We have let leftists get away with saying some evil shit for so damn long. They feel like they are entitled to say whatever the hell they want to say is because, hey, they're leftists, they're good people. But they need to be shown that their belief is poisonous. And if they come out here and say some crazy shit while employed, just say, hey, just go right to their employer and say, hey employer, do you agree with this? And you saw what happened with Xbox, with Microsoft and Bethesda. Bethesda posts a simple Indiana Jones clip with the tweet "nice kitty," and basically Indiana Jones petting the cat, saying, "Oh, you don't give a damn about those fascists, do you?" And we all know what the underlying tone is. And now Bethesda is paying a hefty price for it, and it might rain back onto Microsoft because Microsoft is really staying silent on it. We can't tolerate that kind of evil behavior, and it is evil. These people are snitching on themselves, and we're just saying, hey, we're just going to their employer. Hey, employer, look at this. You got a morality clause and a standard form of decency that you expect from your employees, don't you?
I'll be the one to finish you off.
I'll shred you. Too slow.
Not everything is cancel culture, and if there and I disagree with them on this hate speech stuff. Like, hey, if it is actually hateful and it leads to people doing hateful, harmful things to other people, then you got to do it. It's something that needs to be done. It's obvious that freedom is wasted on people who were born free. Yeah, and I know Destiny has been saying some crazy stuff, you know, and like with him, and he's sitting there saying we got to genocide conservatives, like that kind of talk. No, that type of talk can't be tolerated. I didn't do my I didn't do it yesterday. I thought I did. That's all right. Let's go ahead and do this one. I know what he said on Piers Morgan. He tried to blame us for voting Trump, and when I was looking at that on Jeremy's stream, I posted the quote. I don't know if you remember Forrest Gump, the quote that after the one draft dodger dressed up as a GI, after he gets beat down after he beats Jenny by Forrest Gump, he goes back to Jenny, and to excuse him hitting her, he goes, it's that damn bitch Johnson in his war. It's the same thing with Destiny. Well, if you didn't want Charlie Kirk to be assassinated, you shouldn't have voted for Trump. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? It's basically a threat. Say, hey, if you want left-wing violence to stop, you need to stop supporting candidates we don't like.
I just want to say a big shout out to my top 10 as usual, BW Panda. This is Jay Stonewall. I believe this is the Sweet Talk. Oh, I forgot, bro. I'm sorry. Mr. WRX, Kelly 101 sock patches.
I don't listen to a lot of gay people. I mean, there's conservative Ant. Conservative Ant's a gay dude. I used to follow a lesbian who was conservative.
The enemy is pretty strong.
She actually was straight, had a child, and then went and became lesbian. I was like, dude, you guys all got issues that you need to work through. Obviously, that could probably get me banned on Twitch, but I don't give a fuck.
This will really help me grow.
Like you guys got some issues to work through, but yeah, there's a lot of liberals, leftists. I don't really call them liberals or anything. They're all left to me. The leftists that actually still have a semblance of a conscience that says it's not good to be celebrating murder. We've never allowed speech that actually protected any type of speech that venerated evil. This is a new, and a lot of the conservatives who are and libertarians that are against Pam Bondi saying hate speech, like, you do know you guys are helping move that Overton window even more towards the left-wing side, where you are now using the Constitution to justify bad behavior. We have never countenanced evil speech as being protected under the First Amendment, even though it is under the First Amendment. And the reason why we did that is because we used to have a uniform moral system, but now we don't. It's obvious that we now have two diametrically opposed worldviews that are clashing against one another in this country. That it's, well, Blair White's also not a leftist, but he runs around thinking he's a chick too, and I'm not gonna call him a chick. I'm not playing any of that stuff. When I say I'm sick and tired of LGBT, I mean I'm sick and tired of LGBT. We've let that shit go on for long enough. We've let that stuff go on for long enough. That's part of the reason why we're at this place right now, because our entire we're suffering from all kinds of moral decay, because once again, when the left has been pushing all these evil ideas as though they are just differences of opinion and normal ideas, that entire Overton window about the difference between right and wrong kept moving away from what was used to be deemed as wrong into the area of what is now deemed good. Hey Latoya, how you doing, man? If you don't have an anchor on what is the difference between right and wrong, then anything goes. And we're finding out quickly. We're now at a point where we have to now argue against people who think that violence is an answer to solve a problem. If violence is an answer to solve a problem, and here's the thing, I fundamentally agree at the end of the day that violence is a great solution to solve a problem. Especially if you murder somebody, you get that person right out of the way and it's done, it's over with. But that is not the way you want to run a society. If you could just murder whoever you want without consequence, who would want to do anything in that country? If you want to see a country deteriorate real quick, go ahead and advocate for murder as a positive solution for a country. We can't have that. And again, we've moved that over. We keep moving it because we keep on treating the positions of the left as though they are just differences of opinion, when in fact they are profoundly evil positions. I don't think I checked in yesterday. Did I? I don't think I checked in. Oh, I did check in. Okay. Let me go ahead and check in right here. Well, I like the example that Charlie Kirk actually gave on that answer to somebody that was advocating for men going into women's bathroom. He gave this girl, and it's always a woke white leftist woman. Woke white leftist women are probably some of the most dangerous people to the republic. right? Or either them or the black woman. I don't know which one is worse. But anyways, he gave her a scenario. He said, do you agree that we should have laws against men peeping into windows watching women undress? And she agreed to that. And he followed up, said, well, then why would you want to allow men to go into the bathroom to watch women undress? And of course, you can't have an answer to that. You've already agreed to the minimum, but now in order to disagree with the maximum, would show that you are logically inconsistent. And this is another situation right here. We never had to worry about men and women's bathrooms until recently, because the left never can say no to the LGBT. Never can say no to them. Oh, they should just be allowed to do whatever they want. When no, we gotta have standards. We gotta have decency. We gotta have decorum. No. We gotta get rid of that because we should be able to do whatever we want. And they never give any type of logical explanation as to why they needed society change. They just demanded that society change, and then we had to go along with it. Otherwise, we're considered racist, bigots, homophobes, transphobes, Islamophobes, any other dumb word that they call people. I'm just glad that we find that a lot of people are finally starting to wake up to that. So wait a minute, you want me to be afraid of you because you call me a name? Get out of here. No, I would say most, there are not, the last election confirmed that to you. There are far more people who are either moderate or right wing than there are people who are left wing. The last meeting confirmed that, and then this event with Charlie Kirk confirmed it once and for all.
In one conversation before the shooting, Robinson mentioned
There really is no groundswell of support for anything the left supports. That's why they gotta lie all the time. They have to continuously lie about their position and cheat because there's no one really supports what they do. Like just like with this, when it was all but the shooter of Charlie Kirk is a leftist. The left spent all this time trying to say it was everything else. They came up with this dumb word called a groiper. I never even heard the word groiper until this event right here, and I still don't know what a groiper is. They try to blame it on that, and now that it has been confirmed once and for all that he's a leftist, well, now they're trying to come up with different excuses for him, as opposed to just accepting the fact, well, why don't you think that your ideology, which at its core requires you to hate anyone who disagrees with you, even if they just step out on one issue. If they step out on one issue, you hate them. Why would you think that philosophy would not lead to somebody becoming radicalized and wanting to hurt somebody? He's a leftist. All of the poisonous ideologies of the world are all originate from the left. They try to say that Nazism is right wing. No, Nazism is not right wing. Nazism is left wing. Communism is left wing. Fascism is left wing. Marxism is left wing. Socialism is left wing. Anything that goes into the direction of giving the government more power over the individual and over the means of production, that's left wing. There is no exception.
People that that is more rare in outpouring of people who said we do not want this to
No, it's not. See, this woman is lying. This woman is lying right here. She's saying that there is more outpouring of support for Charlie Kirk on the left-wing side than there is people celebrating that he got murdered. No, that's not true at all. Blue Sky, which is just a left-wing cesspool, had to issue a warning to all of its members that, hey, we cannot tolerate you guys celebrating and glorifying violence on this platform. And a whole bunch of leftists went about trying to scrub their pages of anything associated with Antifa, because if the Trump administration has basically said, nah, we're gonna investigate you leftists. There's more than enough of an issue there, and they're gonna start investigating Antifa. And I'm pretty sure that when they start investigating that, they're gonna find that a lot of the money that's been financing Antifa comes from the upper echelons of the Democrat Party, George Soros, and any other left-wing billionaire that's trying to finance them. Like I like to say, that it's not original to me. The Democratic Party is a criminal enterprise masquerading as a political party. I don't know when that actually took place. Maybe around the 60s, when the communists, which were a problem at the time, Senator Joe McCarthy was correct, which was a problem at the time. They suddenly decided, hey, you know something? Maybe we should go ahead and get in lockstep and start taking over this party. And the Democratic Party was the perfect chump for it, because they were already enamored with a lot of communist principles, like Social Security, like Medicare, like a minimum wage. They already were implementing that. Strong support for unions. This isn't exactly a secret. That's a good question. That's a good question, Latoya. What I'm gonna do in let's see. We can wait on those keys. I don't know what I'm gonna do in Solo Leveling Arise. I could probably do some of this right here. I really don't want to though. Let me go check my Battlefield of Trial or Time Trials. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay, I'm still rank 1. That's probably gonna, I'll probably either stay there or get to rank 3 at most. Just go ahead and get some of this done.
Was really traumatizing, I think, for a lot of us.
Oh, with us starting to oh, wait a minute, why did I do that? With us adopting leftism or communism, against all that shit. Oh, absolutely.
You don't have any complaints, do you?
I got in an argument with a girl who was really trying to push that China is not a free market economy. And I said, well, and I asked her a question, well, how, because she was trying to say that China is doesn't have a, like I said, free market economy. And so, wow, you riddle me this: how is it that China does have this type of economy that you deny that they have? And she kept on trying to say that, oh, they have this, that, they do this, they have a command economy, command and control. I'm giving this girl examples of how China has opened up their entire market to competition, even though, yes, a lot of the money still flows up to the Communist Party, but she refused to accept the fact that China is has a free market economy. And I'm like, you know, eventually she just started trying to ridicule me, and I'm like, dude, I actually did the wrong thing. I'm sitting here having an argument with a woman, and she's acting like a woman, always having to be right and everything. And if she really stopped thinking about it, so the reason why that China can have a free market economy, because she probably kept on thinking that because China has a communist party, that meant that China also has a communist economy. So that no, China has a communist party that allows free market economics to work in the country. Now, they can revoke that at any point in time. That's why they didn't want to give up the political power. They can revoke it at any time. But at the moment, China has the second largest economy on the planet. How did they get to that point if it were not for the fact that they had free market economies or markets working?
This will really help your plans.
Sometimes we just got to take the facts of the world as they are presented to us. You can't sit there and say that I don't like this or that. No, you got to take it exactly as it's given. And then of course, this stuff about the left being violent, it's been building for a very long time. I don't know if you remember when Steve Scalise was nearly assassinated, or when Rand Paul was bum rushed by his left-wing neighbors.
It's no use.
Want to give it a shot?
This is impossible. Time for a counterattack.
I used to take creatine and what do you call it? Whey protein? I guess you could say whey protein. I used to do both of those. I have no problems with them. But since I don't do a lot of weight training anymore, I probably have to start getting back into that. I just do nothing but body weight and cardio and jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna start putting some boxing golf in there. And but no, I haven't. I'm not interested in using them, but I have no problem with them.
I'm ready.
I used to drink this one creatine that was a really good fruit, that had a really good fruit punch flavor. Really loved it.
This will really help you grow. Time for a counterattack. An opening. Now, shadow. I see it all.
It's like,
Time for a counterattack. It's no use.
no, you have not. See, this woman is lying right to this. Right, I can't. They lie with the greatest of ease. There have been no. You can count the number of leftists who have been appalled by what's happening on one hand.
Looks fun.
These people are just lying because they refuse to accept the fact that a leftist did this.
Let's try. I see it all. It's no use. Time for a counterattack. I'll shred you. I see it all. An opening. Win.
And so, what I would say about that is, those are my things that
Now, shut it. Too slow. Win. Time for a counterattack. I see it all. Time for a counterattack. It's no use. Win.
Yeah, that'll definitely help you.
Win. Arise.
Which is nothing but Democrats and liberal pundits and supposed anarchists assigning the word fascist
I understand that you're in pain. You stupid bitch. I tell you, you know what? I am thoroughly convinced that our politics have gotten far worse by allowing women to participate. They have not gotten better. They have not gotten better. This is just absurd. I know that you're in pain. No, he's telling you the truth and you refuse to listen. You refuse to listen.
I see it. It's no use. Tearing through. What flames?
That's basically what they're doing. We don't want you guys to recognize that we are the problem.
Now, shut up.
Get out of here.
That was nothing.
You're not doing any cardio? I have this one black friend. I grew up with her. I know her husband. We all went to school together, but she is a black supremacist. She hates white people. She won't admit that she was. And she is thoroughly convinced that that dude was lynched. There's nothing that came out that says that this kid was lynched. But she is convinced that he was lynched, and she makes no mention of the white guy that was also hanged. So you got a black kid that was hanged. You got a white kid that was hanged. Here's the thing about lynching. Anyone can get lynched if that was what happened. White men got lynched. Black men got lynched. When people took the law into their own hands, they did things that they weren't supposed to be doing. But it's not being covered in the news because now you got a black man. It was canceled out. But we can't really sit here and say the black man was lynched when there was a white man, or rather, I keep saying lynched. You can't say a black man that was hanged because there was a white man that was hanged too. Until we get any evidence otherwise, we can just treat it as a suicide. But until otherwise, if we get different information that says that they were lynched, then we should treat it as such.
Counterattack. Win. Break through. Time for a counterattack. Well then, shall we? Let's try. It's over. I'll end this.
Yeah, it's so gross too. These pieces of shit that didn't care about this woman being assassinated by this former Tim Waltz employee who said that Tim Waltz told him to do it. They don't show. They didn't care about that woman being killed until Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and then all of a sudden now we got to worry about this Melissa Hortman. These people are evil. These people are evil. They didn't care about this woman being murdered at the time that she was murdered. And now this piece of shit, Harry sits on this sissy looking boy, is gonna try to make it seem as though Trump had, he didn't care. I just messed up. I just got hit. And say, I don't know who you're referring to. That's because the mainstream media and nobody else reported it. It was treated as a local news story. So they were like, why would you want Trump to be knowledgeable about that?
We have no idea who she is.
I mean, this is absolute evil. They cannot sit there and stop defending their left-wing bullshit. You know, but they'll go ahead and use this woman's death for political purposes.
Time for a counterattack. Too slow. I'll shred you.
Oh shit! I got hit. It's just these people are evil, and they think that we're gonna just let them slide with this. Like, dude, Harry Sisson, you piece of shit, you never talked about it. None of you Democrats did. Now all of a sudden you want to use her death, this Melissa Hortman's death, as a political weapon. If I was her family, I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you evil pieces of shit?
Time for a counterattack. Win. I see it all. Too slow. I'll cut all of you down. Time for a counterattack. You can't avoid. I see it all. An opening. Win. Time for a counterattack. I see it all. Time for a counterattack. Too slow.
Want me to give it a shot?
Arise.
I got it. Thanks, though, Latoya. No, I don't know, and frankly, I don't really care or anything, J Bro. But if you want to tell me what you are, you're more than welcome to. In fact, I thought you were gonna post the TikTok video of you driving. I'm assuming that you're a white guy. It don't bother me. I'll say whatever I need to say.
Learn your lesson. Doesn't matter whether you
No.
I just feel sorry for the people who had to die while I was exterminating an insect. And open I feel sorry.
Yeah, he won't be honest about who burnt the stupid his building.
Let me show you something.
It was a socialist. It was a leftist.
Figure, sound, smell. It erases all traces of me. Of course, no one knows that I can use the camouflage skill. Because no one who's ever seen it has survived. Win. I'm going all out. I'll cut all of you down. I see it all. It's no use. Tearing through. It's over. Time to warm up. I still have a long way to go.
The far left has attacked Josh Shapiro, but he won't be honest about it. They're trying to make this is the same thing they did with Paul Pelosi. Paul Pelosi was attacked by an illegal alien Canadian leftist, but they won't be honest about it. Which anime are you talking about? All right, that's enough of that. It's They are absolutely misinformed.
You know, but he was talking about cherry picking political violence. He was talking about where there might be political
안녕, 나왔어요.
against the government, against the lady and family, came from the left. And so I think
It's like the CNN they want to try to put it on the right. They want to say that there's a both sides issue. No, there is no violence that came from the right ever. Political violence, there's been no political violence that's come from the right ever. But what about January 6th? Well, you should actually see how the right are treating this situation with Charlie Kirk as your check figure as to whether or not you really believe that January 6th was something that the conservatives had engaged in. Maybe, just maybe, January 6th was a government psyop against its own people. I mean, the government did let these people into the Congress after all. They welcomed them off in there. Now, me personally, I think they were stupid to go down there, but they did so anyway. So it's just so much nonsense that I get my ticket on the 21st. What is today, the 16th? All right, so I guess we can go ahead and draw this. Well, nah, we can. Let's go ahead and draw this. Let's see what we got going. Then I'm gonna call the stream. I parry everything. That must be on High Dive or on Hulu. There's just so much anime out there that I can't watch it all. I know definitely next year, or not next year, but next month, I am definitely going to be watching One Punch Man. Oh my God. You see, look at this. Look at this. I'm already 23 in and I still have not gotten, look at this. This is the first one at 20.
You won't regret trusting. Glad you don't.
And they're both two characters that I don't want. I don't want Shimizu Akari. Shimizu can stay at her one level. I don't want to touch her, just like I don't want to touch Hwang Dong-suk. Yeah, I don't have High Dive. I still got some anime that I gotta watch on Netflix. There's just so much out there. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I was at a boxing gym today, and I'm probably gonna still join it because Sonny's boxing gym is right up the street from me. But I was speaking with the proprietor's daddy, and he's not a Charlie Kirk supporter. Let's just say that, but he thinks that Donald Trump did the hit on Charlie Kirk. I was like, okay. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about me. I just can't get knee deep in the conspiracy theory. I need either good proof. No, we definitely don't need you. Or I can't deal with it. Nope, don't need that. Don't need that. Oh my God, this is atrocious.
You won't regret.
Nope, don't need that. This is garbage. This is straight garbage. And this is the last one. Oh my God, look at that. So out of this entire trash pickup, the best one is this one right here. And I'm not touched, so we are going to wait 13 days I'm not gonna pull that ticket, then we're gonna do it again. Utter garbage. Utter freaking garbage. That's why I just laughed. I'm like, okay, if you think so, you just got, it's like the one man that helped Trump get over that helped him win the youth vote, and you think he was the one that murdered Charlie Kirk. I'm like, okay. It gets swept under the rug. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw until I hit either pity or I get a draw. No, they don't care about the motivation now because he's a leftist. Look at that. I got a Nakari. Also, now, and this, look at the dishonesty here. Look at the dishonesty here. Let's not concentrate too much on the leftists. We need to rise above. No, bitch, we don't want to rise above. You leftists have a problem. You don't. And here's the other thing. The reason why they want to also move on is because they have no right-wing equivalent. They have no right-wing equivalent of someone committing political violence. All the political violence in this country emanates from the left. Period. Period. There is no political violence that comes from the right. And see, so look at so I'm gonna leave it at that. Now I know the pool. I mean, look at this. This entire top line is nothing but purples, and it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Oh, so all right, so we got Yuki all the way to 6. I might go ahead and we got Shukwa, she needs 2 more. I might go ahead and finish off Soyeon. I might finish off Soyeon. I gotta sit on that and think about it. So I'm gonna leave it at that, fellas. I'm gonna call the stream there. I'm gonna go in there and watch some Alien Earth. Oh my god, that series sucks. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Tomorrow's a reset day, which means lots of content, which is always a good thing. Make sure you guys do like, share, subscribe. Thank you for showing up, Latoya and J-Bro. I really do appreciate your guys' support. We had one viewer over on Twitch. Thank you for showing up. And let's see, over Soul Level and Right. We had another 2 viewers over on Rumble. So we're staying steady for the size of my channel and everything. But we got to keep up. We got to keep going at the grind. Make sure you guys do like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, share these videos out, comment, participate in the chat, sign up with my Discord. All that good stuff helps me out. You guys have yourself a great night. This is Chris Bolt signing off, and I will catch you guys.